Well, I just got home from my Christmas with my family in Savannah, Georgia, and I am now sick, unfortunately. I don't know who had what or where I got it, but because my immune system is so compromised, I have to be extra, extra careful. And I have flu like symptoms now, a sore throat. I've been having a headache and just not feeling well at all. So I'm up this morning making some of my natural remedies, and I wanted to share with you. And I'm sorry about my voice because this is what's happening. One of the staples when it comes to treating any type of flu-like symptoms, even viruses such as COVID, this stuff is really, really powerful, and that is onion. So all I'm doing this morning is I'm cutting up some onion. As you can see, I already put some onion in, and I'm layering it with raw honey. Now, it needs to be raw and unpasteurized. It's very important. You just can't go to the store and buy honey right off the shelf. And honey is such a powerful antidote for so many things. And so is onion. Oh, so what I'm doing here is I'm doing a layer of onion, and then I'm doing approximately a tablespoon of raw honey over that fresh cut up onion. And this is actually going to make what I call a natural cough syrup. So all I did was keep chopping, and I kept layering with the raw organic honey. And then what you're going to do is put your lid on, and we're going to turn it upside down. And this is going to make a kind of a liquid. It's not going to be thick, but it's going to make a clear liquid that turns into a cough syrup. And it can last in your refrigerator for years and years and years. It really doesn't go bad. I think I heard a story from Barbara O'Neill how some lady had it in her refrigerator for 8 years. But the reason why we use honey is because it has antiviral, antibiotic properties. But the reason why we use onion is because it's really high in flavonoids and curcetin, and and it's from the alum family, so it also has antiviral and anti-inflammatory and antibacterial properties, and it's got sulfur, which is really, really powerful against all different types of bacteria. It can even help you detox from heavy metals. And so it doesn't make any difference if it's a red onion or a white onion. It's just an onion is like God's miracle food. And some of the things, if you also are sick, like I am right now, as we're waiting for this to liquefy, it's going to, at room temperature, it's going to take about 24 hours. You can also do other things with onions. You can just cut one up and just leave it in your room by your bedside. It does absorb things in the air, so it keeps your environment while you're coughing healthy. And then, if you've ever heard of putting onion slices in your socks, that also, believe it or not, will help. I've sliced up onion, wrapped it with saran wrap, and put my socks on and went to sleep at night. So, okay, let's put the cover on and we'll flip it upside down, and we're going to wait for 24 hours. Well, 24 hours, and look what we got. There's our cough syrup. Now, you can do a couple things. You can leave it like this and actually just take a tablespoonful out every time you start coughing, like 3, 4 times a day. You can't really overdo it. You can take a tablespoon before you go to bed. Uh, Once you drain it, if you want to, just drain it. and put it in another jar, and you can keep it in the refrigerator up to a week, and it will keep. If you keep it on the shelf, keep it in a cool spot away from heat. It might fizz a little bit if you decide to keep the onions in it, but it about 3 days. All it's doing is fermenting if it's fizzing. So it should last for about 3-4 good days if you're going to keep it on the countertop. But onion, just before I go, I want to remind all of you the reason why onion, and I love doing the onion, is it is an expectorant. Because it has the sulfur compounds. And remember, it also has curcetin. You know, they use a lot of curcetin when it came to that virus, COVID. And so it just helps loosen that mucus, and it helps bring stuff up and out. And we know that onion has that Allison, which is so anti-inflammatory. It's soothing, and it reduces inflammation, and so all of these things, when we put them together, will help alleviate your cough. And please do not use conventional cough syrup. So real quick, I just want to show you an article. This is just from Texas Children's Hospital, and it says here, the evidence is in cough medicine does not work. In fact, if it did, it would be dangerous. People who can't cough can get pneumonia and lung damage. They cannot clear mucus and infection from the lungs. In most cases, cough from a cold is from throat irritation, from postnasal drip, and congestion. And that's why this cough syrup is the best, because it's got curcetin, it's got Allison, so it helps the inflammation, it helps move the mucus out, and it's safe and it's effective. It does what we need it to do. It's the same thing when you take fever medication. The body is creating a fever for a reason, and that's not something you want to suppress. And so this is from Dr. Harold Fabar. He's a pediatric pulmonist, and they have researched this. And in fact, here it shows that honey helps a cough. It's right here. Honey helps a cough. And so I love to use honey and the right combination of powerful onion, and you got yourself a great syrup. All right, my friends, just and I'm still not feeling that good, so I'm going to take a big old tablespoon of this. And just remember, when you're sick, don't go to Walgreens, don't go to CVS. Look in your cupboard and see what you got, because I'll guarantee the basics like onion, garlic, ginger, honey, that's all you need. God created them, and He created us. So these are your healing ingredients. All right? God bless.